Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this game we are going to be reviewing a Bronze Mercy who tells me she's having a really tough time getting accused of throwing, just really struggling to find an impact here. So we'll be able to fix that, I'm sure, but if you guys are liking the content, please do feel free to like and subscribe. That definitely helps out. Or if you're looking to get coaching for yourself, that's totally a thing I do, as you've probably figured out. You can join the Discord in the description below, and you will get the rates, details, etc., how that goes. With that out of the way, let's get into the review.
Hello. Enemies in our orbit.
Okay, so the match is starting, and you have a Bastion, and you're not immediately damage boosting him. That's probably wrong. You do a 30% damage boost. Bastion's damage is pretty insane. Boosting pretty insane by 30% makes it pretty ludicrous. I don't know. We'll go with it. Ludicrous speed. Why not? So you should do that because it means someone who might have been like, oh shoot, there's a Bastion, and then goes for cover, potentially can't get out of the line of sight. And it'll also get you a fair amount of full charge because he does a lot of damage. It'll also let you protect him. And Bastion is kind of all-in character. If someone on your team is running Bastion, you sort of have to all-in protecting him, and you're I don't know, the biggest, the second. You're one of the biggest pieces in enabling that Bastion with healing him if he starts taking damage, so he doesn't have to stop and do it himself, and with damage boosting him when he's not, because heck, why not? Get the free ult charge, get the free damage. So you should be up there. Also, being on high ground is generally good, so you would want to be there. You can heal your people on low ground from high ground, whereas if you're up there, you're safer from enemy things like Reinhardt, who can't swing at you when you're up there. No. If you wanted to do damage as Mercy, you do damage by going, hey, I have a Junkrat, I'll damage boost him. Or hey, I have a Bastion, I'll damage boost him. You don't really do damage as with your pistol as Mercy. Your pistol is an absolute last resort for the person I was pocketing already lost, and now I'm stuck in this 1v1, but they did enough damage before they lost that maybe I can muscle my way out of it and not also go down, etc., and find my way back to the rest of the team. Your pistol isn't a serious thing. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not for actual use. There's a cooldown, effectively. If you switch to your pistol, the opportunity cost of not using your staff to either be healing someone or damage boosting them is too high. You want to be on the staff. If you are using the pistol, you need to lead. You have to aim where he's going to be, not where he is. You are shooting a projectile. But you would be better off boosting your Junkrat. Boost your Junkrat. Boost your Junkrat. Your Junkrat is doing more to his shield than you are. Boost your Junkrat. No. Heal your Junkrat. Heal your Reinhardt. Do anything except be in the front line with your pistol out as Mercy. Seriously. If you want to pick a hero that gets to, as a support, take some more offensive shots, play Zenyatta. Seriously. BAP is fine too, but Zenyatta is the support where you absolutely are taking shots, doing your stuff, etc., and you get to put your Harmony Orb out there, and it sort of does his healing while you get to focus on damage. Kind of unfortunate. The tire got you. I mean, you know, your team might have been in better shape, might have not been losing space, might have been able to go clear stuff if you'd been actually supporting rather than playing as a really poorly balanced and weak DPS, which is what you were doing. But hey, that's fine. We'll do better now, we hope. And by the way, this right here is why people are accusing you of throwing. So if you want to get rid of that, if you want to be like, hey, I don't want to tilt my team, I don't want them accusing me of throwing, you should really only pull out your pistol in situations where you get forced into a 1v1 because the person you were with has already been eliminated. Everything else your staff is going to be better at. It just is. Why aren't you healing? Why aren't you healing? Oh, you are throwing. Like, that's why your team thinks you're throwing, because you are. Okay. Yeah, he's missing real health. Keep like healing.
Don't stop now.
Enemy contact. Get in here.
Let's get you back out there.
I've never reviewed a game where someone's throwing before. This is kind of cool.
This is not nothing. Get them off me.
Boost the Bastion. Yeah, okay. Okay. So the optimal thing to do would be to boost the Bastion. That would be the thing. The next best thing to do, well, actually the optimal thing when your Rhine was up here would have been to boost your Bastion. Now that your Rhine's back here, the optimal thing to do would be to heal him, GA across over to here, and and then after he's healed up, boost the Bastion, while staying out of line of sight. But since you're actually throwing, should I be like coaching you on how to throw better? Is that what I should be doing? Maybe. Or should I coach you on how to like win with your pistol? Like if you're playing her as Mercy, pistol Mercy, maybe I should pivot and coach you on how to win as pistol Mercy. It's not optimal, and you should just play Zenyatta if you want to be doing damage instead. But if you were to try to be max DPS here, I mean, this isn't terrible for the DPS thing. Like, this positioning isn't good, but the fact that you've got the health regen means you can get away with this more than others. If you were trying to be, pistol only Mercy, you would want to take high ground. That's better control. It would let you. This Junkrat wouldn't even be able to get in if you were up here because he simply can't walk across this. He can't get you well enough with his nades and all that through this. Well, you can totally zone him out and finish him before he's able to get close enough to be a threat. If you're trying to be pistol Mercy here. Yeah, so I get it. You're not going to heal your Reinhardt. So you should be on high ground if you're playing pistol Mercy. You should also get cover while you're doing your reload here. You should be behind cover. Okay, and now you're going to heal the full health person. I mean, yeah, if you're throwing, that's the right thing to do, but that's not even, like, fun. Like, I can coach how to optimize the wrong playstyle, but it's just boring. Like, yes, you can always get away with, and it's less obvious throwing too if you heal full health people. Like, you're not gonna get called out for throwing on that. You shouldn't be throwing. Like, that's not a thing you should be doing. But
Activate door.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Soldier 76, reporting for duty.
so, which is it going to be? If you're going pistol Mercy, you should already have your pistol out, and you should be going to high ground. If you're going staff Mercy, you should Guardian Angel over to that soldier, and you should boost him from high ground. Either way, you should be on high ground. Yeah, so this isn't right. You're probably better than him at this range, because he won't have good enough aim to stay on you, and you'll recover all the damage he does, whereas he is a big target, and you can hit him with this, but you still should have done this from high ground.
My ultimate is ready. Heroes never die.
Is Ryan even the best target right now? I guess Ryan's the easiest target. Okay, I can live with Ryan. You're way faster than him, though. You can zip right on over here. Make sure you keep yourself on a different angle than your Sigma. So what you want to do is you want to zip right over here. You can zip through him. He won't kill you with a hammer swing. You can zip right through him, and then he can't shield against both you and Sigma. Lead your shots. You can get her. You can get him. You have plenty of time left. He's fast, but you're faster. Good. Okay.
I need healing.
This is a little dicey because you didn't give yourself a good out path. Like, even if you're trying to play Pistol Mercy as a one trick, which is wrong, you still wanted to go out this way so that you could use your allies as a thing to Guardian Angel out to. You've isolated yourself and you effectively don't have any abilities because your two abilities as Mercy are use your staff, well, your three things are use your staff, which you're not going to use if you're playing Pistol only Mercy, which seems to be the case now, Resurrect, which doesn't help you if you don't have any allies here, and Guardian Angel, which again doesn't help you if you don't have any allies that you can Guardian Angel to. So this retreat path is wrong.
Starting over from the beginning.
Yeah, you're not going to heal him. I know. I know.
I need healing.
I mean, maybe you weren't originally throwing. Maybe you were originally trying to play and your team started screaming at you for throwing, so now you're withholding healing because you're upset with them. I don't know. That's effectively throwing, but you know, if Mercy Pistol is what you're going to play, you can optimize it better than this. And optimizing it better would be not spending time typing because typing is effectively being AFK. But really, if that's bothering you, you should just leave voice chat. Like you do not need voice chat, especially at low levels. You do not need voice chat to win at this game on ladder. In team organized in real Overwatch, you absolutely need voice chat. But on ladder is not real. You don't need voice chat.
Activating the barrier.
So you'd actually let your Reinhardt go in first. You'd let him go either this way or this way, and then you'd probably go the other way to get an angle because they'll look at him, which lets you take the angle. So if you wouldn't be shooting yet. You'd let him peek, and then you'd slide over here, and you'd be shooting there, Reinhardt in the back, and then you'll potentially Guardian Angel out to the Sigma when he comes back, or whatever the case is going to be. Yeah, so this is a positioning thing. You needed to rotate out to a place where you had cover. You can't just be standing in the middle like this. You needed to rotate out to here. You needed to rotate out to here where you could close angles like this, where you could close angles like this. And that's pretty powerful for Mercy because Mercy does have her auto health again, which kicks in pretty quickly and is pretty powerful. So you can break line of sight for small periods of time and have all or most of your health back and then peek again, and it's like you're a brand new hero. So you will use reses, okay. If you were going to go for that res, this was the better angle, technically. It's not great, but this was the better angle. But honestly, that res... I'd say that res wasn't worth doing, but like you're bringing up a tank that has more bulk than you when they're at the end. I mean, yeah, whatever. Again, anyone watching this, I do not endorse throwing. I do not endorse the pistol-only Mercy that I'm seeing here, but you know what? It's in front of me, and it's kind of an interesting thought exercise, so let's go through it since this person has already thrown this game to figure out how they can optimize it.
Attackers incoming. Escort
I'm
the
taking
payload.
care of you.
I thought you were willing to use res. If you were willing to use res, then you should have res that.
I've got you. This is not the end.
Yeah, and your damage booster while he's moving, not shooting. Yeah, you're not doing a great job hiding this. They already know that you're not playing seriously. And yeah, now you're not going to heal either of them. Oh, is that a little healing? Is that to maintain your cover? Whatever. Okay, so it's going to be very hard to win without healing, obviously, but what you would do here is you would go, hey, let me close this angle and take shots on this ball where the rest of these guys can't see me. Right now, they can see you. If you take a step back, you can shoot at the ball, and they can't the rest of his team can't see you. And you don't want the rest of his team to be able to see you because you're not shooting at the rest of his team. You can just shoot at the ball until that ball's eliminated. And then if your Reinhardt's still alive, unlikely. But if he is, you can circle over here and start taking shots at these guys.
Affirmative. Let's get you back in the fight. Valkyrie online. Your support has arrived.
Soldier 76.
Valkyrie's charging. It's quiet.
No, you took damage. Your health regen kicks in really fast, so it's better to break line of sight and get cover and let it heal you than it is to stay in it. Use Reinhardt as a wall. Even if he doesn't have his shield up, his body is at least a physical wall for you.
Come here, get stabilized.
Okay, so if you're going Pistol Mercy, that was a nice shot right there. The Anna that wasn't looking at you, you could have lined up, like, you'd have been able to hit 3 or 4 headshots on her probably before she even reacted.
What is that melody?
Yeah, now you've pulled out your pistol, but it's too late. She's looking at you. It's going to be much harder to hit shots. Your soldier's right there. If you'd been thinking about the fact that you saw your soldier go this way before, you'd know as soon as you got into trouble that you could look up here or look up here, and he'd be in one of those 2 slots. And you could have GA'd out and saved yourself this death.
Damage boost engaged.
Sure. Res your teammate into a minefield. He'd have loved you for that.
A clean bill of health.
Now we're cooking with gas.
My ultimate is
Okay,
ready.
so
Go.
are you going to flank around Valk and win the fight?
Tactical goggles activated.
So in a real game, you'd be trying to damage boost that. In this game, you could potentially be going, hey, if he's visoring from there, well, now you're both beating. Okay, so wait till their beat is over before you Valk and win with it.
Never die.
You got to lead your shots. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You weren't leading your shots there. You were shooting where he was. And your shots, I believe, travel faster, I'm almost positive, when you're in Valkyrie than they do normal time, but they're still projectiles. You still need to lead them. You just need to lead them less. And once it was clear he was getting too much heals, you weren't hitting enough shots, you were better off going over after his Anna, which you'll notice now has, 35 health? That would have been very easy to finish off. That was intentional. You stepped back into that. Like,
30 seconds remaining.
Attack!
Valkyrie online.
The payload is in my charge. Let us move it.
Hoitzemen.
Fire in the hole!
10 seconds remaining.
And so did I.
I'm here.
yeah. So, pretty sure that was a thrower. In the small chance that it wasn't, if you want to be super, your shots really matter like that, etc., again, go play Zen, not Mercy. If you do want to play Mercy, your staff is your friend, not your pistol. In the much more likely event that that was a thrower, I guess that's a little bit of review of how to play Pistol Mercy better, but I'm not even sure that was your intent because you're doing things like stepping back into the dragon and doing things like trying to hide that you're throwing a little bit by like going, oh no, I'll use my staff for a little bit to heal full HP allies or damage boost a Ryan that isn't in range to swing at people, etc., and isn't fire striking. So, uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a thrower. I did it, so I guess I'll post this because hey, it's kind of interesting. It's not every day that a thrower gets reviewed. I hope you don't really get any benefit out of this because throwing on the ladder really isn't cool like that. But I think it's interesting enough to think about. Hey, how would you optimize Mercy gameplay if you were just going from a pistol only standpoint? That maybe this will be worth an interesting view to some people. Anyways, that's what I've got. If you guys like the content, do feel free to like and subscribe. If you're looking for coaching, preferably real coaching, I wouldn't take paid glance throwers. I'm just doing this one as marketing, we'll say. Um, you can join my Discord and that's great. Join my Discord, see my rates, all that good stuff. Anyway, that's what I've got for today. Temporal out.